You mean literally?
See that?
Yeah, it's on mine.
Yeah,
Um,
so easy.
Talk to
But
us.
dragon set is the most hardest.
Well, we'll see because we'll try it again today. What do you guys think of that?
Cool, I like to do dragon set.
Good deal.
And I can do a jump, spin, roundhouse kick. I want to show you.
I'd like to see. Wait, can you angle the camera down a little? Because all I can see is your head right now.
Oh,
Happy birthday!
me?
What I'm saying is, like it looks like this. Can you put your computer screen so it's down a little like that? So
Mine. I got an iPad.
Okay, go ahead. Let me see it, bud. No, it's all right. If you kick high, I can see it. Don't hit the iPad. Thank you, Dad. So back up so you can show me your jump spinning roundhouse kick. That's actually that's a jump spinning wheel kick or a jump spinning hook kick, but that's really good. That's a hard kick. That's like a black belt kick.
Yes.
It's a
And
360.
when I'm yelled at, I know how to do it.
I like it. I like it, Abiram.
Doing the spinning back thing, right? And
There it is. It's a 3. What was that? What was that, Nimish? Let me do all my thing. I'm going to mute you guys because it sounds like they're having a circus in the Godwin-Slotwinski household here. Let me get my here. So we're going to practice not just class today, but our behavior like we were back in the karate school because that's where we're going to be come next week. Okay. Let me make sure I've got my camera set up the way I want it. Oh, wait, I'll show you guys too. Look, looks a little different over here, doesn't it? Where the targets were, we used to have the staffs in that corner, stack the mats, things like that. We're getting ready for you guys to come back. So there we go.
Just starting.
Do not unmute yourselves. Do not do it. That's like speaking when I'm speaking. It's not permitted. Practice like you were going to train again. Everybody face it. Turn your attention. Yeah. Good. Sit back. Good. Okay. So from here, jumping jacks. Let's do 50. Everybody stays together. Do them all. Everybody here can do 50 jumping jacks. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Good. Okay. So from here, spreading our legs wide, bend this knee. Keep this leg straight. Bend this knee. We've been cleaning and sterilizing all day. I haven't stretched at all. Now let's go to the other side. Now from here, bend both knees as low as you can. Push your butt down. You should feel it in here. Good. Straighten your legs. Both hands reaching here. This is your left side. It's my right. Now the other side. Back to the first side. That's your left. And again, when you do this, don't bend your knee. Keep your legs straight. Push them back. And back. Good. Now down the middle, move your legs a little wider. But don't keep your hands on the ground. Hang down. Let the weight of your upper body pull everything long. Good. Okay, let's sit down. Butterfly stretch. So yeah, we've put chairs away because nobody's going to be allowed to sit in the waiting area. We're going to rope off the water cooler because you guys need to bring your own water. No hand targets hanging, so nobody can use those. Good. Okay, legs straight out. Nothing we share. There will be no touching at all. We've got spaces marked off for everybody. They're 7 feet apart. Good. Make sure you're reaching down and you're keeping your knees straight. Good. Back to butterfly. I'm pushing my knees down towards the floor. I'm not just sitting there like this. I'm pushing them down. And once my knees get close, I'm pushing my chest forward. Good. Legs straight out one more time. Oh. Good. Okay, let's stand back up. We're not going to do a lot of kicking. So a lot of the techniques we start with will get loose. Let's turn our fixed shield forms. We don't turn back here. Red attention. You bow. Say Kamsamnida. Tungsu. Okay, I'm going to come on in. We're going to do what we did on Tuesday. I'm going to have to unmute you guys, which is we're going to have people choose one person chooses a stance, another person chooses an upper body technique, a block or a strike. Okay, so Master Vendetti, should we pick someone to pick a stance for us?
Krisha, please.
Who's that?
Krisha, please.
Krisha, what stance do you want? Fighting stance, horse stance, front stance? What stance? Fighting stance. Okay, now we need someone to pick a technique, a block or a strike. Who should that be?
Katie.
Katie.
Puncher.
Okay, so we're going to do fighting stance punch, okay? So we'll do this together. What we're going to do is we're going to do it, right? So we're going to start like this, and I'm going to stand closer so you can see my feet. We're going to step forward, and we're going to punch like this. Now look at it from the side. I step like that, okay? Notice both of my knees are bent. This leg is up and down. It's not forward. From the front, you see my legs spreading out. So we'll do 4 one side, your left, and then 4 the other. And we're practicing our stances as much as anything. So make sure your stances are good. So and then here. Ready? When I key up, I'll call out the number. Oh, Autumn joined us. Tungsu Autumn. So we're going to step out with this foot, and we're going to do a punch with our lead hand. Ready? That's 1. Middle punch. And back. Amen. 2. Hold your stance. Now look. You're not leaning forward. You're sitting on your back leg and twisting your body. And back a bit. Do it with us. Amen. 3. Look at the stance. And amen. 4. And back. Everybody doing it with me. Now watch. And I can see you guys doing this. What I see is I see a lot of people doing this. The problem is I got all my weight here. I turn my back foot. I'm straight up and down over this leg. I don't want to be way forward like that, okay? So, remember, leave all your weight on the back leg. So, aiming, we're going to do it with this side. 1. Come on, Autumn, do it with us. 2, good. Amen. Notice the hand that's not punching. Pulling it back. Last one, aiming. Pull this one back as hard as you push this one out.
Don't forget, everybody, I want to see really good fists, okay? Not thumbs out here or thumbs inside. Really strong fists like this.
You know what? Anybody who does this, we've always been nice and told people not to. What I'll do next time we have the chance, and I'll wipe it down every single time, is I'll hold a big target. And I'll let you punch. I would encourage you guys to try. If anybody likes to have their thumb in, try and hit something and see how that makes your thumb feel. Okay?
Ouchies!
So now, we've got to get through all the basic stances before we go free form. So somebody's got to pick another stance for us. It's got to be either front stance or horse stance. Who's going to pick, Master Vendetti?
I would like Krish to pick.
Krish, pick a stance for us, either front stance or horse stance. We just come, I'm over here. Krish, I'm over there by the screen. There you go. What stance? Horse stance, right? Horse stance? Okay. Who's going to pick a block or a strike?
Autumn is.
Block or strike, Autumn? Pick one. Block. A punch. We just did a punch. Pick something else. You want to do a chop? You want to do a hammer fist? You want to do a ridge hand? What do you want to do? Hold on. Show again.
Chop.
Chop. Okay, horse stance chop. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to do it a little differently because we did a palm down chop on Tuesday, and a lot of you were here, so we did a palm down chop. We're going to do a palm up chop like this. So I'm going to show you from the side. It's going to be like this. Like that, which means we're not going to completely straighten our arm. We're going to leave our arm a little bent, okay? So 4 times, kiss foot steps. Remember, this is your horse stance. My feet aren't pointed out. Both my knees are pointing around, okay? So over here, this foot's going to step. We're going to step out 4 times. Horse stance chop. Ready? 1. And back. This hand is as important as the chopping hand. This hand come back. Ready? 2. Back. Hold it for a second. Ready? 3. Look, now, I see a lot of you, like Nimish, you're looking over there. If you're chopping there, that's where you're looking. 4. And back. Now, I'm going to do this on the other side. So we're doing this side, the other side. But I'm going to face this way so I end up facing you guys and you can see this from the side. I'm going to be looking over my hand because that's where I'm chopping. You can see this hand back and this hand where it is, and you can see my feet. There's a tendency.
Lawrence, what part of the hand chops? What part should you hit with?
Right there. I know the question wasn't for me, but Master Vendetti wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about. Okay? So, 4 times, other side, ready? Look at the stance. Look at this. That's 1. Amen. 2. Amen. Chop hard. 3. Last one. 4. Okay. So what we got left is front stance. So Master Vendetti has to pick somebody to pick a block or a strike that hasn't gone yet.
Abiram.
Abiram, where are you?
He's taking us on the scenic tour.
Abiram, we don't want to be on a tour. You need to stand still. Are we going to do a block or a strike? And which block or which strike? I can't hear you, Abiram. You're on mute, Bubba. Abiram, you got to unmute so you can tell us. What block or strike are we doing, buddy?
A strike.
Another strike. So we've already done punch, we've done chop. What are we doing next?
A kick.
No, only blocks or strikes. So you said strikes. Let's do hammer fist. How about that, right?
Okay.
Okay. So we'll do front stance hammer fist. It's going to be same side. So we're going to step forward from here. We're going to hold it here, and we're going to step out, boom, like that. Okay. So 4 times, aiming. Ready? 1. Don't turn sideways. From here. 2. Remember, pull back and back. Do it with me. Aiming. 3. Hammer and Katie, I want you coming more from here, like outside in block, and then hammer, reach out. Good. And from here. 4. Okay. Other side. From here. 3. 1. Amen. 2. Amen. 3. Look at the stance. And 1 more. I'm going to show you from the side. Amen. Look at the stance. Back leg straight, front knee bent. And 4. Okay, the seal is off. We have not yet had. I think we're in a position where we got 1 more technique. Either Cameron or Nimish gets to pick the stance, and the other guy gets to pick the technique. Who's picking the stance? Any stance they want.
Nimish.
Nimish, what stance are we gonna do? Any of the 3 you want?
Stance, sir.
What was that?
Fighting stance,
Fighting
sir.
stance. Okay, so Cameron, what are we gonna do? A block or strike?
Block, sir.
What block are we going to do, bub?
Low block, sir.
Low block. Low regular block or low knife hand block?
Knife hand, sir.
Okay, low knife hand block. I like it. Cameron, just help me out because we're going to roll right into knife set after this. Good job, dude. Okay. So from here, remember our chamber, and I'm going to stand closer so you can see my upper body like this. This is our chamber, like that. That's the motion, okay? So stepping with this foot first. And remember what I talked about. I'm going to show you sideways. Don't lean forward. We're going to turn like this, and we're going to actually sit back and deliver down like that, okay? So 4 times. This is called Haran Suromaki, okay? So from here, and this is the first block in knife set. We're going to do that next. So we'll do knife set both sides twice. We'll do dragon set a few times too, because I know Abiram was really enjoyed that from Tuesday. So, Haran Suromaki, this foot steps. Ready? Now, Nimish, you're forward already. And Baro, look, you guys, you can't commit all of your weight forward like that. You're not, it's almost like you're reaching out to touch your toe in the water, right? Reach out to touch your toe in the water. Imagine you're on the edge of a pool and you're not sure how cold it is. You don't go like this because you fall in, right? You don't go like this. You reach out and you put your toe in the pool. That's what this is like, okay? So here's number 2, Haran Suromaki. Nimish, again, you're jumping forward. Don't. Good. Here we go. 3. Just tip your toe forward. Much better, dude. Then back. Katie, move your body with some speed. Good. And 4. Cameron, stop talking whoever you're talking to. I can see you all right now. Your towel's on my screen. Okay. So other side. Like this. All you guys talk about, I want to do knife set. I want to do knife set. I want to do knife set. This is the first block in knife set. So let's do it together. Ready, stepping out. 1. I'm going to do it from the side so you can see me from the side. Watch my weight distribution. I'll stand a little closer. From here at chamber. Ready. 2. You see how I'm not forward here. I'm back. 3. And notice this foot. It's not pointed forward at all. I kick that heel in. And last one. Ready. 4. And borrow. Good. Shot. Face it. Shoot it. I'd say kamsamnida. Okay. I'm going to come in for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you guys off sound-wise. I'm going to take the screen back so all I'm looking at is me. And then we're going to do block sets. And I'm going to skip basic block set for now because I feel like you guys have earned the right to focus on the higher level stuff. So I'm muting you now. Bye. Do not unmute yourselves, please. And I learned that. I can do that. Okay. So we're going to back up. Remember, knife set. We're going to start with this side. This side, your left side, is what orange belts need to know to get to purple belt. Purple belt to green belt is this side and this side. And then green belts to advanced green is dragon set. And we're going to do it on this side for you guys. So everybody, pay attention. Wow, good. And I'm going to step over this line. Step out, Judy. And you guys can see the numbers we've laid out. These are stations for students when they come in on Monday. Let them say, I said, sir, like this. Turn this foot sideways. Step out. Low knife 1. Now, hands to the front hip. Step forward. High knife 2. We've got to get this right. I was working with Christian Nimish before class. Front hand down, other hand on top. But now this is not looking away from me. When I say look away from me, you look away from me. You turn your back to me. Walk backwards towards me. Horse stance, striking. And remember, this arm's straight right now. I can't step forward and spear with it. So what I do is I push it down. I bend my arm like this. I push down, step forward, spear. Yeah. Right? Slide up.
That was pretty good by everybody, Master Barnes. Can you do me a favor and go back to the horse stance chop? Because I want them to see how in a line your feet are in that horse stance.
Like that. Right? So you can see my back heel because the camera's elevated. And because if I slid over here, that's in line with the camera right there. That's dead in line with the camera. Right? So I think Master Vendetti, you're talking about something like this or like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember, all our techniques are focused down the center line. So my block is focused down the center line. My block is focused down the center line. My strike is focused down the center line. My spear is focused, everything going that way. Thank you, Master Vendetti. Good, okay, so everybody, to me. Same side one more time, say, nice it, sir. Like this. Good, turn, stepping out, low knife 1. Hands to front hip, back foot steps forward, high knife, 2. Front hand down, other hand on top. Remember, we've got to look away from the camera, turn our back to the camera, and then walk backwards towards it. 3. Look at that, I hit my line, you can't see my foot. Push down spear. Yeah. Slide up, tongue
Good
soup.
Autumn.
Where to go, Autumn? So now we're going to do the other side. Remember, all the rules apply, but when I get here, looking away means I have to look away. It doesn't mean I look the same direction I looked last time. Okay, so everybody chew me. Say, nice it, sir. Left side from here, this foot steps out. Low knife 1. Good, hands to front hip, step forward, high knife 2. Front hand down, other hand on top. Remember, I'm going to look away from the camera. This isn't looking away from the camera. I'm going to look away. I'm going to turn the back of my head to the camera and walk backwards towards it. 3. And again, I got that right. Push down, spear. Yeah. Remember, down with this hand shoots straight. Slide out tongue soup, because I want to show you guys something from the side. I've seen some people, they go from here, then they step forward and they do this. What did this hand do? It didn't do anything, right? It's got to go from bent to straight or straight to bent. Sorry, I turned my back. That's not right. Good. Okay, I'm 2D. One more time, same side. Say, nice it, sir. From here. Good. Turn it sideways, stepping. Low knife 1. Hands to front hip. Stepping. High knife 2. Front hand down, other hand on top. Remember, I turn the back of my head towards you. And I walk backwards towards you. Chopping 3. Push down spear. Yeah.
Nice job, Prisha.
Good job, Prish. Slide up, tongue soup. She wants her purple belt, I can tell. Good, okay. We got time for 2 times through dragon set. Dragon set is more complicated. It has all the stances. It even has other stances like a hook-like stance and things like that. It also has what we call a shift. So if I'm in front stance here and I step into horse stance, I do that. If I'm in front stance here and I shift into horse stance, I don't move forward, I just move my front foot. So stepping is back foot, shifting is front foot, okay? So everybody chew me. Good, everybody say, dragon sit, sir. This side, this foot steps out, just like when we started knife set. Low knife, watch both of my hands come behind me, and then I do a high knife without stepping. Knuckles to front hip, stepping forward, fighting stance. Reinforced block. That's what that looks like, an inside block with this. I'm going to cross my wrists, and I'm going to step forward, double inside block, double low block. Pull my elbows back tight, and I'm shuffling my feet so I can see them in the camera and you can see them. Double punch, okay? This hand on top. This foot's going to step, horse stance, hammer fist high block, so the hand closest to you is a hammer fist, bang, sideways in a high block. Here's where we shift. I pull the hand that's out under my chin, the other hand that's above my head, down by my ear. Now I move my front foot to the side so I can turn my belly button hard towards you. High block and a chop. Do not drop your hands here. There's a tendency when we do this front kick for people to drop their hands. I leave my hands exactly where they are. Back leg does a front kick. Kick. Cross. Step behind. Yeah. Look at my feet. Front foot kicking foot down. Other foot behind. Good. Slide up. Tongue soup. And back
Katie,
up.
with your high blocks, make sure this forearm part is over your head instead of it being over here, okay?
So what Master Vendetti's talking about is this from here to here is what you block with. So you want to make sure that your thumb and your wrist are outside your head. None of this, right? You really don't want to block something with your hand if you can use your arm. Your arm is stronger here, like that, okay? Any high block, including this, where we're doing hammer fist horse stance high block. When we shift, when I shift, boom, you see? Wrist, outside head. I don't want my hand like this. I'm not wiping sweat off my brow. Okay. We may do this 2 more times because I know there's a lot of material that you guys haven't done it before. 2B. I'm looking at the clock. We got time for 2 more times on dragon set. and then Mr. Z is going to throw the cube at me. And then I want to talk to you guys because Master Vendetta, remind me to talk to them about the reason we do things over and over again. In other words, you don't practice until you remember the technique. Once you remember the technique is when practice really starts. Okay, so Chuli. So one more time, say dragon attack. 1, 2. Remember, it starts like knife set. Low knife, but then hands go back. High knife. Fist straight here. Fighting stance again. Reinforced block. Now I'm going to cross my wrists and I'm going to step and I'm going to shuffle my feet just to stay in camera. Double inside block. Double low block. Pull my hands back. Double punch. This hand on top, I'm going to step sideways. Bang, like that. Good. And this is where Master Vendetti was talking. You see my wrist is outside my head. I pull the front hand under my chin, another hand by my ear. Now I'm going to shift. I'm not going to get any closer to you. I'm just going to move my front foot and chop and block. Good, okay? Remember, we're going to keep our hands here. We're going to do our front kick. It's got to be a high front kick. And we got to finish the front kick. We don't even worry about jumping until we've done that good front kick. Back leg front. Kick. Whoop, I fell. Kick. Hop. Yeah. Slide up. Tongue. So we have to do it one more time because I almost fell over on that front kick. That was horrible.
That, and I know Cameron can kick higher than that.
Cameron?
Yes, sir.
Cameron, if Cameron if you can't kick higher than me, you ain't getting a black belt. That's all it is. Everybody Chudi. About 4 decades older than you. Good. Okay. So one more time. Last time. Say dragon attack. Like this. Stepping out. Low knife. High knife. Fists first. Always chamber your hands before your feet move. Reinforced block. Drop the hands. 1, 2. Good and strong. Punch. On top. Stepping again. Hammer fist. Horse stance high block. Move back a little bit. Even more. Pull. Remember, long hand under my chin. Other hand by my ear. Shift. Strike. Back leg. Good front kick. I'm going to see if I can get this much better. Kick. Much better. Yeah. Slide up.
Much better, Cameron. Good job.
The problem for Cameron, for Mr. Godwin, is we know he can do it, but he doesn't do it unless we get on him about doing it. Cameron, that's what a black belt does. A black belt doesn't really care what their instructor thinks because they know they're doing their best all the time, and I know you can. So everybody face here, feet together. Ready? Yiba, say kamsamnida. Tungsu. Before we go, and I can't hear you guys, but can anybody guess the only reason why we might roll the cube more than once? Because if it comes up water break, I might give you a water break, but we're not ending on a water break. Hit me. Oh. Got me that time.
Oh, 10 squats.
Ooh! 10 squats. 10 squats, okay? Now remember with squats, much like fighting stance, you don't go like this. You don't go like this. You push your butt back. You try and keep your shoulders over your ankles and your knees like that. And get your butt as low as you can, okay? So we're gonna do it 10 times, ready? And I like to put my hands out when I do this. Ready, down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, and down, 10. Good, okay. Everybody turn around, fix your uniforms, so you gotta take background attention. Good, facing me, cheer it. Yiba, say kamsamnida. Tungsu. Now facing Master Vendetti. I know she's not standing here, but she's been here helping us all. Everybody facing Master Vendetti. Cheer it. Sabanam kikunye. Kamsamnida. Tungsu. Okay, I'm gonna come in and talk to you guys real quick. Sorry, they opened up next door and there's a lot of activity going on, so let me get my gallery view and I'm gonna unmute you guys. Okay, just really quickly, number 1, the point I wanted to make, and Apiram's gone. The point I wanted to make to you guys is some of you guys are worried about remembering stuff. That's not what's important. Yes, you have to remember it, but that's not it, okay? What's important is once you remember it, working on getting good at it. right? The first time you do anything, not particularly good. Second time, better, but not particularly good. So the idea is you want to remember it as quickly as possible, because if you have 3 months between a test, you want to spend the first month remembering the techniques you need to know, and the last 2 practicing them over and over. That's why you do it over and over again. It's not for boredom. It's not to make sure you remember it. It's you remember it first, and then you work on getting better at it and improving, right? So that's what Black Belt Excellence really is. It's the pursuit of perfection. The other thing I want to tell you guys, I sent an email yesterday about us reopening on Monday. I will be sending out emails with schedules and how you reserve a spot in class. We can only have 10 people. You see those white spots out there, they're all numbered. We've got 10 spots per class. We're going to have 4 classes a day, Monday through Thursday and Saturday mornings initially. Okay, so we'll send it out. You'll have the ability to register for class. It will confirm that you have a spot. Okay. There'll be a lot of other stuff, including making sure that if you have a spot, and I don't want you to reserve, if you reserve a spot and don't show up, we're going to be upset, because that's a spot that somebody else could take, unless you're not feeling well, you're coughing, anything like that. If you feel that way, you should stay away out of respect for yourself and out of respect for the other students. Okay. So we're going to take everybody's temperature before they walk in. People are going to wear masks to their spots, things like that. But that being said, we are looking very much forward to having you guys here in class again. Yes, Nimish, you have a question.
If you're not comfortable with going back to class, you said like you'll also record the class and like you can do a Zoom meeting along with that.
Yes, what we're doing, Nimish, and that's a very good point. Thank you. If you or your parents, aren't comfortable with you coming back to class, every class we teach here will be filmed on Zoom. Over on the wall in the waiting area, we're going to build a platform. We're going to put a computer on it. It's going to aim out, and you're going to get to do the class, right? So if you're not comfortable, your parents aren't comfortable having you come back, that is fine. I understand. We're going to make it available to you. We're not going to record it like we've recorded the 70-odd classes we've taught to this point, but we will have 20 classes a week, okay? And you can do those classes from home just like you're doing now. We won't be aiming them at you. We'll be aiming at the students on the floor, but you follow along. Nimish, yes?
So like, will it be more beneficial, like if I'm solely concentrating?
You need to stop talking to the TV and come talk to the screen that's recording, please.
If I solely want to get better at karate and don't really care about COVID, should I come to the karate school or should I stay home?
Okay. First of all, if you solely care about karate and you don't care about COVID, we need to have a value discussion. You need to be careful about that. The other thing to understand is we're not going to let somebody who has COVID in here, and you're going to have to care about COVID because we've got 10 spots with people at least 7 feet apart, no hand targets, stuff like that. So, but the idea is this is up to your parents. You can feel comfortable with it, but if your parents decide that they don't think it's safe, I don't want to hear stories of you guys giving your parents a hard time. You are not old enough to make those decisions yet. That's what the law says, okay? So we're here. We will be available to you every day, Monday through Thursday and Saturday. The only days we won't be available initially are Friday and Sunday. And if enough people want to come back, we'll add Friday back at some point very soon, okay? So, hey, Coop, there's Cooper. I see Coop back there. I know, Autumn, I see him. Tung Soo, Coop. Okay, so you guys, great job today. And I got to say, you guys have been the ones that have been sticking with it from the start. And again, I'm very grateful. We will have normal Saturday morning classes like we always do this week. And then we'll shift over to our simultaneous live and virtual options. Okay? Stop pointing at him. I know I can see him.
I'm trying to hold him.
You're trying to hold him. I know. And he's not making it happen. Okay. Well, Tung Soo, everybody, great work. And I look forward to seeing you either on Zoom next week or, well, maybe Saturday morning, but on Zoom next week.
Wait.
What?
I believe Master Vendetti has an announcement about tomorrow.
It's not
Saturday?
Saturday. I'm sorry. What's today?
Today's
Saturday.
Yes, Master Vendetti, tell him.
Guess what Saturday is, guys?
What?
Pajama day!
I forgot to send that email out. It's
I'm gonna be in my pajamas. You guys better be there. You better be in your pajamas. And guess who else is gonna be in their pajamas?
You too.
Master Master Barnes.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'm also betting you. Also, you're gonna wear pajamas.
Folks, I swore when this started that I wouldn't do it. Masters Coughlin and Vendetti suggested it. I said, no way. But the fact is, the reason we're doing this, and I think it was Master Vendetti who came up with it when we were talking on Tuesday, we're putting only virtual training to bed. We're going to be in our pajamas, and we're going to say night-night to an empty karate school during classes. Yes, Krish, quickly.
I'm actually already wearing my pajamas.
You don't
Well, you
give that
can-
away.
You can wear a pajama top too.
Tops and bottoms, no uniforms. Belts are optional. Okay? So great job, you guys. And